Good morning. I'm Doug. We are glad you've been joining us for these devotionals. Today, I'll be reading the NIV of the Matthew passage. Jesus told them another parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servants came to him and said, "Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where then did the weeds come from?" "An enemy did this," he replied. The servants asked him, "Do you want us to go and pull them up?" "No," he answered, "because while you are pulling the weeds, you may uproot the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest. At that time I will tell the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles to be burned. Then gather the wheat and bring it into my barn. None of us want weeds in our field. We just don't. But one thing we have to recognize is that we don't always recognize weeds when we see them. Lots of folks want a perfect lawn, but we also know that nobody really has that. This can also be true when we try to judge whether someone has authentic faith or not. Sometimes people may avoid coming to worship on Sundays because they are worried that they will be judged or plucked out, like the weeds in the parable. But what if when we do that, we are only harming ourselves? Jesus' parable here is telling his followers that their job is to worry about themselves, do their own job, and stop worrying about whether others are perfect examples of wheat. It is not our work to divide or differentiate. That is his job. I hope that this Lent season you have spent some time investing in your own soil, watering the tree of your own spiritual life, and encouraging others in that same goal. Because while we aren't supposed to pluck out the weeds, we can definitely cheer on the wheat.